Yeah. Morning all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear?
Vijay, you are clear.
You are clear, Vijay.
Fine. So in the last demo session we had, right? So I was just briefing you about why Python, how Python was built, and Python real-time applications, Python usage, right? Let us have a quick review what we have discussed, right? So Python, I can define Python in 5 lines. It's a general purpose programming language. That is any kind of applications we can develop using Python. Means it's human understandable. Python is human easily understandable, looks like normal English statements. It's portable and can run on all the hardwares in all the operating systems. It is a general purpose, not for a particular purpose. Any kind of applications can be developed. Multi-programming features, what all the features we see in different other programmings, we can see within this Python. What all the features we seeing within this Python. So from different other programming languages, we can see within this Python. Means like procedural oriented features, object oriented features, scripting features, modular programming features, right? That's the reason we call Python as a hybrid language. Python is a high level language. High level language. Okay. It's a high level language, interpretation language, line by line execution. See, low level languages are not understandable, human understandable, but high level languages are human understandable, like Python. Interpretation language, line by line execution, we are going to see, which makes debugging easy. User friendly programming or programmer friendly programming language, which provides simple syntaxes. User friendly programming or programmer friendly, which provides simple syntaxes, which looks like normal English statements. Just observe. There are two types of languages, low level and high level. Low level languages like assembly level or machine level are not human understandable. They're not portable. They're machine dependent. High level languages like Python, they're human understandable, they're portable and machine independent. They can run on all the hardwares and all the operating systems, right? Yes. Yeah. Python has got procedural-oriented programming features like C language, object-oriented programming like C++, Java. It has got scripting features like shell script, Linux shell script, and modular programming features like Modular 3. Yes. So I was saying, right, there is no prerequisite for learning Python. It doesn't mean that you need to have the knowledge on C or Java. No, you can update with Python. So the syntaxes of Python looks little different as compared with other programming. So we'll be discussing all those syntaxes from the scratch ground level to the advanced level. As part of our course, we'll be discussing about procedural oriented, object oriented scripting and modeler with Python. So here Python has got great boom today because of this modules. Because of this modules are 80 modular programming. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python is providing for the various domains. Whatever domain you are from, Python is providing a module. Whatever domain you are from, Python provides a module, right? So if you compare Java and Python, right? Java, if you see, like if you go back like 10 to 12 years back, right? In 2010, Java is mostly used, 43% used in the industry. Python is just 3% used. Just even if you are not aware about, there is a programming language like Python 10 years ago. But now if you see after 10 years later, right, Python usage has increased a lot, 31% used in the industry. Today Python is more, Java is just 19% used. So I was just saying, right? So Python, wide varieties of applications today. So even like now for different types of applications like automation applications, web applications, gaming applications, networking applications, embedded applications, desktop applications, wide varieties of applications are getting developed using Python. Apart from that, Python also used in the various high-end technologies as the implementation language for implementing different domains like data science with Python, big data like Spark with Python, PySpark with writing automation scripts in IoT, robotics, in DevOps, right? Yes. Modules. So Python providing different modules for different environments, right? It is providing different modules for different environments. So for data science, it is providing separate modules. For data science, Python providing separate modules. So it is providing modules like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, okay, Matplotlib, right? In this way, different modules for data science environment. For big data also, it provides separate modules. And for networking, for testing, for operating systems, right? For operating system kinds of activities, provide separate modules. For every database, it provides a module, right? For Oracle, MySQL, SQL Server. For Oracle, CX underscore Oracle. For MySQL, PyMySQL, SQL Server, right? For SQL Server, PyODBC is the model, right? PyODBC is the model. For working with any different Excel files, for Excel files, CSV files, JSON files, right? Yes. For every file format, Python has got a module, Excel for CSV, JSON, PDF files, right? For creating them, writing Python statements and creating these files. We'll create these files by writing Python statements, and we'll insert data into these files by writing Python statements. We'll read data from these files by you writing Python statements. Now, what modules, separate modules, we don't need to write huge codings here. Okay, for mathematical operations, for statistics, and for generating graphs, different types of graphs, normal graph, bar graph, histogram, scatter plot, stack plots, right? For different types of graphs, we can generate using Python. And what kind of applications we can develop today by using Python? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications? Right, web applications, right? Python mostly used in creation of web applications using framework like Django, where it is providing many flexible options features, right? Django provides flexible features. It has got its own database, it has got its own application server. So in Python used for automation applications using technologies like data science, IoT, AWS or DevOps, right? So within this IoT, right, is a physical network or device embedded with electronics, software, sensors, network connectivity for collecting data, exchanging data, and controlling the things from the place where we are, right? That is IoT. So in 90% of the coding goes in Python. Data science also, like machine learning, deep learning, all total implementation goes with Python language. Even in AWS DevOps, in DevOps, right? We write many automation scripts. Python is one of the best language with vast varieties of libraries. Okay, big data like Spark. Spark with Python, we say PySpark, right? Python is preferred. And for scientific applications and for numerical analysis, right? We use models like NumPy and CP, numerical Python and scientific Python. NASA is using Python for its research and development activities because of Python hybrid features, multi-programming features. GUI and animations, graphical user interface or animation applications. We got models like TK Inter PyQt models for game development for gaming, right? We have got Pygame. Pygame is the framework given by Python, especially for developing games in Python. For scheduling tasks, right? Scheduling tasks. We have got Airflow, test cases, testing or test cases. Python is used, and for software development, software developers make use of Python as a support language for business applications. And Python is one of the best choice for developing e-commerce sites, websites, right? Database application where Python can connect with any database, right? Like MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, right? Networking applications. For networking applications, Python not only providing models, it is providing a separate framework itself for network programming or for network applications. Twisted Python. What is that? Twisted Python. It is a framework given by Python for developing networking applications, right? Web scraping. If data is in the database, we will just query the data. But the data, if it is not within the database, we'll scrap the data from different sites. Web scraping, harvesting the data, extracting the data from different websites. We have got models like URL lib model for it. Audio and video applications can be developed using Python. The most famous audio and video applications like CPlay, TeamPlayer. So in many different applications can be audio and video applications can be created by using Python. Embedded applications. The most famous embedded application, Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its scripting. CAD applications, right? CAD applications, 3D CAD applications. Python is preferred for computer vision, for face detection, for object detection, and for color detections, right? We use Python. For data analysis, for robotics, right? And for desktop applications, single user applications or console applications, Python is preferred. Who are using Python today? Who are using Python today? Which companies are using? Okay, and topmost applications built using Python. Google using Python for its web search system, right? It's one of the best. Google is one of the best example Python web application. Okay, Yahoo using Python. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Uber using Python. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python. Is my voice clear and audible to all? Once again, can anyone please confirm?
It's audible, Vijay. We can hear you. Yeah. I don't know why they are not able to listen. We are able to listen.
Okay, fine. Instagram, right? Instagram is built by using Python. There are some other applications built using Python like Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, Netflix, one of the important OTT platform which uses Python for its security, automation, and for subscription purposes, right? Python is preferred. Maya, a powerful 3D animation, just like Photoshop. Maya also a powerful 3D animation which uses Python scripting. MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. Massively multiplayer online games. Dropbox. BitTorrent uses Python, right? NASA using Python for its research and development activities because of Python multi-programming features. iRobot for military and commercial applications. and Iron Port email server, which uses more than 1 million lines of Python code for doing its job. For hardware testing, companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all these they use Python for hardware testing purpose, right? And why all of a sudden Python was introduced 30 years ago, but why all of a sudden Python has got a great boom? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Very less coding we see in Python. Not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programming. Programmers or developers are attracted towards Python because of its simple syntaxes. We have got simple syntaxes provided by Python. The Python syntaxes look like normal English statements. Multi-programming features. Multi-programming features, right? Interactive mode. We can easily interact with Python. Interactive mode, statement by statement, we can interact with Python. Just at the bottom search panel, type CMD and say enter, right? Type Python here, right? Python version 3.11. This is the interpreter where we can type any valid Python code. 3 plus 5, 4 into 7, any valid Python statements. X has 10, x plus 4, x minus 2, sorry, x minus 2, it is x into 2, 10 into 2, x to the power of 2, 10 square. So in this way, any valid statements you can type and you can interact with Python statement by statement. It gives response for every statement you type, right? X equal to hello, HELLO, right? X into 3, x into 5 prints hello for 5 times. X into 3 prints hello for 3 times. X into 5 prints hello for 5 times. Wide, okay, that is interactive mode. If you want to come out of this interactive mode, quit. Many wide varieties of applications, many built-in libraries we see in Python, many built-in libraries. Okay, now those who are from non-programming background or zero programming, right, without any programming knowledge, can just go through this, right? Now I'm showing you like the code comparison between Python and Java and other programming languages. Python comparison. Other programming, it's comparison with other programming, right? You can just check coding wise, complexity wise, length wise, how this Python code look as compared with other. I'll take a task and I'll try to implement the task in multiple programming languages. You can just compare how these Python statements look as compared with accepting two values. Accepting two values. Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition of those two numbers, right? So first I'll try to write using Java and next I'll write using Python. You can compare it. using Java. Yes, if you've got knowledge on Java, you can just go to the following code using Java. Import java dot io dot star, right? Class sample, public static void main, right? Public static void main, string aux throws IO exception, I'm using input stream reader, right? Creating object of it, new input stream reader. Now system.in, buffered reader, new buffered reader, right? Buffered reader br equal to new buffered reader of system.out. Okay, println, enter the first number. Whatever number you are entering is taken as, yes, whatever number you are entering taken as string type. Br dot read line. Whatever string you are taken. Okay, we need to convert to integer. Int I equal to integer dot parseInt. Integer dot parseInt s1, integer dot parseInt of s1. System dot out dot println, enter first number taken as string converted to integer. These 3 lines I'll again repeat for second number, right? Yes, copy, enter the second number, string s2 br dot read line, int j equal to integer dot parseInt of s2. I'm copying this to a separate file, right? I'm copying this to a separate notepad file, right? Right. sample.java. I'm saving this as sample.java, right? So I'll take a minute just for executing and showing you this in both Python and Java. So go to this command prompt cmd cd/cd python 6am java c sample.java, right? So if you got any errors, it will display the errors here. If no errors, we can execute the code. No errors here. Java sample. Last enter first number 10, enter second number 20. Yes, sum is what? 30, right? Yes. So this is what the coding in Java, right? I don't know like how many of you have understood this code. See, it looks a little complex if it doesn't have the basic knowledge of Java, like what is class, what is public static void main, what is IO exception, what is input stream reader, what is buffer reader, integer dot parseInt. So you got 10 to 12 lines of code, right? This code is of 10 to 12 lines. The same code, the same task I'll implement in Python, not more than 3 lines. So this is Python 3.11 version, right? File, new file. Now just check this Python code. I said it looks like normal English statements, very less coding we see, right? X equal to input, enter value of X. Y equal to input, enter value of Y. Print X plus Y. Enter value of X, enter value of Y, print X plus Y. That's it. This is the coding in Python. Easily understandable, right? There is no complex word. Enter value of X, which will be stored in X. Enter value of Y, stored in Y, print X plus Y. But here also in Python, whatever you are inputting from the keyboard, enter value of X taken as string. So we need to typecast two integers by saying int. Keep everything within this int, right? Keep this entire statement in int. Int of, you say. Int of input, enter value of X, enter value of Y, print X plus Y. That's it. Now save it, Control S. Test one dot any name dot py extension, right? Any name dot py run module, and check this, right? Yes, enter value of X 10, enter value of X 10, enter value of Y 20, sum is 30, right? So here very simple coding given by Python, and input enter value of X, enter value of Y, print X plus Y. This is using Python. So Python statements look like normal English statements, easy to understand, not as complex as other programming, not even 1/4 coding, right? So one more example, you can check it right here. For example, in other programming languages, you should have seen array of elements, arrays. In C or Java, in Python, we got a list of values. Like we got values like 50, 10, 30, 20, 40. Okay, I got list of values like this. Print X means it will print the same list as it is. Print, I want to know the number of elements. Len, there is a function called len function, len of X. Returns the number of elements, right? Observe the number of elements, how many? Right, 5. But if you got a very big list, so len of X gives the number of elements. I want to find the sum of all these elements. 50 plus 10 plus 30 plus 20 plus 40. In other programming, we write code, we'll iterate one by one element. We'll add one by one element to sum, finally print the sum value, right? But in Python, print sum of X. Run module. You can check it, right? Sum is what? 150. Sum of all these elements. In the same manner, sum, if I want max element from this list, max element, print max of X. Print min element, print min of X. So what is the max element? 50, min element 10. So max is 50, min is 10. If I want to arrange all these elements in a particular order, in sorted order, right? Print the sorted of X. Printing all the elements in a particular order. Run module. In a particular order, you are printing it, right? Yes. Okay, in this way, we can just, okay, if you want in descending order, if it doesn't have any separate function for descending order, we say like sorted of X. But if you reverse it, right, you will get in descending. This ascending, if you reverse it, you will get in descending, right? So same sorted of X, reverse equal to true. By default, it will be false reverse, right? We need to set to true, reverse equal to true. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is what in ascending. You want in descending 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Okay. So I said nearly 89,300 inbuilt models Python has got for the various domains. Using these models, we can perform the operations in a simple way, right? Yes. The importance of I'll just show you one example, right? How to work with a module. Means what is the importance of a module? It consists of many built-in functions, built-in properties within the model. We can directly use those properties. We don't need to write huge codings. For example, I'll just show one example, right? A commonly used module like math module. First, we need to say import math. Whenever you say import math, all the mathematical related operations, everything it comes into our program. We can use it into our program code. If you want to check what is present within the math module, print dir of math. So two things you observe here. One is the importance of model. Second is the statements, Python coding, Python statements, how they look. Right? dir of math means directory of math module. Run module. These are the properties within the math module. See here, reminder, sin h, square root, tan h. There are some variables like pi is one variable. There's some variables like e is one variable, tau is one variable, right? If you want to print the values of those, so what you want to print? Yes, within the math module, you want the value of pi. Within the math module, within the math module, you want to print the value of e. Run module, right? Pi value is 3.14, it is printing. E value is 2.71. For example, there are many functionalities present in this module, but you don't know how to use them. For example, you don't know how to work with or how to use this square root functionality. How to work or how to use the square root. Now you can get help from Python. You can get help from Python, right? Okay, we have got help function in Python to help with the syntaxes. Help on what? Within the math module, I want help on sqrt function. Sqrt. Help on within the math module sqrt. Now check it. Run module. Help on built-in function square root in model math. Square root, we need to provide one value x. So we are supposed to provide one value x. It returns the square root of that value. It returns the square root of that value, right? X. Yes, now print. We are supposed to provide one value within the math module. We have got sqrt. We are supposed to provide one value for it. Square root of 4. It returns what? 2, right? We should provide one value. It returns that value for it. What is the output? 2. The same way, if you want to check what is any other functionality like power POW. So here POW is there, right? If you want help on this POW. Help on within the math module POW functionality, right? Run module. POW expecting two values x comma y. We need to provide two values x comma y. It returns x to the power of y, x to the power of y, x to the power of y. Okay, you got this. We need to provide two values to the power function. It returns power x to the power of y. See, clearly it is saying within the bracket. What is this double star indicates power of y. So now say print math dot. So I just you need to just observe this statements, how this Python statements and the usage of modules or importance of modules. Right? Later we discuss in brief in our course, right? But math dot POW of two values 10 comma 3. 10 comma 3 means it is 1000. Thousand, right? Yes. So in this way, we can work with any functionality. If it doesn't have any knowledge about any functionality within this model, you can just say help on that particular functionality, get the help on it, work with. Not only for any module in Python, you can get help on particular functionality of that module, working with it, right? And I said generating a graph in Python is very simple, right? For generating graph in Python, very simple. Just observe this. So how simple generating within just 2-3 lines we can generate a graph in Python. Import matplotlib. There's a module for matplotting and visualization, matplotlib. Within that we have got a built-in property called pyplot. So instead of using this very big name every time in our application, we can go with a shortcut name as p or plt. Now plt dot plot. For plotting a graph we require two things: x coordinates, y coordinates. Okay, these are set of x coordinate values, y coordinates. Based on this x and y coordinates, just plot a graph. Plt dot show. That's it. A small graph will be generated. Any name .py extension. Right now it's just run this. A graph is generated or not to check, right? Run module, right? Okay, 1 second. So here all the modules you are not going to get along with the Python software. Yeah, only commonly used modules will be getting, right? Yes. So 1 second. How to install any module in Python also, it's very simple. So go to that Python installed folder. So in Python 3.11, Python 3, within that scripts, there is a folder called scripts. install. See, if you want to install this matplotlib module, just say pip install matplotlib. It is going to download automatically. It is going to install any Python module. Right? Pip install the module name. Pip install that module. It will automatically, it will download and it will install that.
Vijay, sorry, how to get this tab? Is this administrator tab?
In the search panel, inside bottom, you can see search panel, right? CMD, you can say.
Okay.
CMD command prompt will be open. Say enter. Say CMD and press enter. CMD.
Yeah,
Enter.
command prompt.
Yes.
Okay.
Command prompt. So it is not, it's going to install all these models required for this numpy pillow. Yes. So it is installing collected packages. So we don't need to any model in Python. We have got 89,300. All the models you won't get along with the Python software. So those models which you are not getting along with Python software, we say pip install that module name, right? Yes. Successfully installed. Successfully installed. Can you see this matplotlib? So later I'll brief you about all those things, but observe now. run module now. Now you got this graph, right? See, simple statements you are written, 3 lines only you are written. First line is the module for plotting this. Second line is for X and Y coordinates. Third line, show. See, for 1, 5, 2, 7, 3, 4. How this X coordinate values means? Min value is 1, max is 3. Between this 1 and 3, the values are complete. And here Y coordinate values are 4 and 7. Between that 4 and 7, the values. Okay. For example, age and income, age and salaries are there. 30 years. 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. The salaries are like this. 30 years, 30,000, right? 40 years, 40,000. 50 years, 35,000. 60 years, 50,000. Now say plot a graph for this, their ages and their salaries. You got to see 30 years, 30,000. 40 years, it is 40,000. For 50 years, 35,000. For 60, it is 50,000. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
This is actually how many days the class?
Yeah, I'll come to it. Just 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yes. So here, if you see, you will get a graph, a solid graph, right? A solid graph with blue color. But I want a dotted graph. Just to give comma here. Hyphen you say, right? You can see like that. There are different styles are there for generating a graph. So you can see now dotted line like you will be getting in this format, or if you want only plots means instead of this you can just give O. Just say O. Now run this, run module, right? Simple coding. So here you can see this plots, only the plots you can see. Yes, in this previous, okay, by default you will get in but I see the color of the graph is blue color, right? Color of the graph is blue, but I want some different color to represent. If you got a different lines or different graphs, different lines in different colors. So just say COLOR color equal to red or red, right? Run module, right? This red color. But what is this x coordinates? What are these y coordinates? What is the title for that? If you want to add those things, right? So observe. Very simple. PLT dot x label for x-axis label. What is that? Age. PLT dot y label, right? Y label. Salary. And here PLT dot title. So see, the statements look like normal English statements, right? Sample graph. Okay. Run module. Check it. Now you got age or not at this? Age at the bottom. Salary at this y coordinate. Title for the graph, sample graph. In this way, we can generate a graph by using Python. So you can see this, import the module which you want, plot the XY coordinates, x-axis label, y-axis label, title for this, and show, right? So this is what, okay, very simple coding we see in Python. And so I was just saying, right, the usage of Python is increased a lot today. So I was just go check in this Google, right? Popular coding language, for example, from last 2-3 years. So Python, see this popular programming language, Python stands first, the #1 ranked programming. So if you see this ranking also, right, check this. So Python is the #1 rank language, #1 ranked programming with diversified number of applications. Next comes Java, the other things, right? Yes. See, the most popular programming languages, Python stands first. Python remains the most popular programming. Most popular programming used by top 25 unicorns, Python, next Java. Top 10 programming languages, Python, JavaScript, Java. Popularity of programming language. See the usage of Python in the industry currently. See the big circle, 31% used Python, Java 19%, C++ 9%, C 6%, JavaScript 6%, right? Yes, in this way. Okay, so if you observe this, the course content, what I am going to discuss, check this. Python starting from Python operations, various types of Python IDs, how to in real time use IDs, right? How to work with different types of IDs in Python, how to work with Anaconda distribution, Anaconda prompt navigator, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, Atom, VS Code, flow control statements, looping statements, strings in Python, indexing, slicing. Collections in Python, lists in Python, list indexing, list slicing, list functions, list address, list methods, modifying lists. Similarly for tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions, types of arguments, default, non-default, keyboard, non-keyboard, types of
Vijay,
functions.
like
Command. Yes.
how we are covering the exercises for all these topics,
Practical
like
part.
us.
You're talking tasks and assignments.
Yes.
So it's every topic wise, I'll be providing you the assignments, right? You can work with it.
Okay.
So I'll be discussing many working examples that as part of this topics. So apart from this, you'll be given. So getting the output is not the criteria. You need to build your own code by. So for that, you need to work with that assignments and tasks. I'll be providing assignments and tasks, right? And here coming to this modules, important topics like more like different ways of importing, renaming a module, reloading a module, working with different standard modules, and package in Python, errors in Python, exceptions in Python, exception handling, file handling in Python, object oriented with Python, right? Object oriented programming concepts with Python, like class, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, static, non-static variables, constructors, destructors, garbage collectors, types of inheritance, object class, overriding, super statement, regular expressions in Python, right? How to extract required data from the given data, right? And Python database connectivity, database access. I'm going to show you one installation of one database, and later how to connect with database and perform all the SQL operations. And I'm going to show you how to work with different types of modules. Some models related to some domains, like some models related to data science, some models related to big data, some models related to networking, some models related to graphics, some related to operating systems, some related to databases, some related to regular expressions. Different modules, like some models related to datetime, OS module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closure, decorator, web scraping, CSV files, XML files, GUI programming, right? TK Inter, Excel workbook, data analytics, and with introduction to data science also, like Pandas module, NumPy module, and Matplotlib module in brief, right? This regarding Python. If you are going for web development, full stack totally, so even this Django, right? Along with HTML, CSS, Bootstrap. So I'm going to cover this Django, right? Django frameworks, installation, product architecture, Django application creations, Django views, templates. Okay, fine. Advanced concepts. And apart from this, UI technology, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript is going to be covered, right?
Are we going to discuss about any real-time project when we
Yes.
are?
Yes, one project is the last. So Python, I'm going to discuss like Python, like it's nearly like 70 hours for Python.
Mhm.
So it's an offer batch, it's for just 5K, 5,000, right? And apart from this, along with Python, if anybody wants to go with web development full stack, right? So going like UI technologies, along with it, UI technologies,
Mhm.
which includes HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and plus the Django. Well, I'm going to
Uh,
show you some 20 applications creations in this 20 applications creations plus
so,
project. So for
this is
all
actually sorry.
PSS code.
Is a Python is programming or the scripting actually?
So this is Python is a scripting language.
Okay.
So here Python is an interpretation, it's a scripting language. So we'll be discussing everything. So here for all these UI technologies, Django, that is total if you want for full stack, right? It is also for, I'll be spending nearly 50 to 60 hours on this. 50 to 60 or 50 hours, right? Is also like 5K. If you take like a combo package, it's just like you are going to pay 9K for it. So only Python, if you want like just to go for Python. Okay. So Yeah, any queries you have got, like you'll be getting the recorded video. Every session is video recorded. You'll be getting the recorded video. Clear notes, topic wise, you'll be getting, and assignments and tasks will be provided. So once you got enrolled, right, a WhatsApp group also will be created for the technical discussion or any other, right? Yes.
So this is actually the first 5K for the Python. Then additional, once you're done, then you can go for that the second
So
the
here,
other topics.
so you can go parallelly also. Both of this you can go parallelly. In the weekends, we'll be having these sessions, and batches are there. And in this weekdays, you can go for this. If you go for parallelly, you can complete within 2.5 to 3 months, or one after that. That is up to you. If you have time, you can go one after the other. Otherwise, parallelly also you can go. This all things doesn't. You can update immediately. It means along with Python, you can HTML, CSS, Bootstrap. By the time core Python completes, we'll be going with the Django framework. Parallel also you can go, right? And if you want to go one after the other, it's fine. Once you got enrolled, right, you can attend any of my batches whenever it starts. Immediately. Yes.
Sorry. First we are enrolled with the Python. Then actually once done, then go for the other step, or how does it?
Yeah, I see here while updating with Python, if you have got time in the weekends on Saturdays and Sundays, you can update with UI technologies, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, parallelly in Saturdays, Sundays, like 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours, you'll be having sessions if you are free. Otherwise, later after Python, you can go with this.
So this actually, if you pay for 9K, then on the weekdays we have to go for that Python, and the weekend we have to go for the other languages. Correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm non
Vijay,
Yes.
Vijay, I have like one query. Actually, my aim for taking up this course is to get into the AWS automation, mainly working on Auto 3. Okay. So I'm not a full stack kind of guy. So what is your suggestion that like once I complete this Python course, the core Python course?
Yes, I understood. So people from different categories, different domains, you'll be updating with Python. Means people from data science background, people from big data like Spark with Python, PySpark, for AWS DevOps background, networking background, administrators also. For instead of a complex shell script, they can write Python script. So in this way, different categories of people from different domains will be updating with Python. So there are two categories of people who updates Python, right? Observe this. First, like Python, first category of people, their career won't be in Python. They'll be they'll be from, for example, like data science, big data, or like from DevOps environment, IoT, writing automation scripts, robotics. So in this way, the first category of people, they'll update Python. They'll update Python, and they'll just use Python as an implementation in this different total data science implementation in Python, big data like Spark with Python. In this, all this, I will write automation scripts using Python. You need to know how to use the models, how to work with the models, how to explore the modules, that everything, right? If you once you know, you can just explore. And I'm not saying 89,300 modules are there in Python. It doesn't mean that you need to have the idea about all these modules.
Yeah.
We will be just exploring the domain specific modules. To explore it, right, you need to know the knowledge of Python, how to use them, how to work with them. Yes. So in the same way, so once you get updated with this Python, once you know that knowledge on this Python, you can just explore. We have got some models for data science. Nearly 10 models are available for data science. Some models for big data, even for this environment also, as this model for, I said, like Boto 3. And you need to explore it, how to explore it, and how to
Okay,
get
so
help,
once we once we build up the core knowledge of Python, then we can do the exploration on Boto 3 ourselves.
Yes. So you can get
Okay,
I
got it.
was showing you, right? Help function is there in Python.
Yeah.
Can help you with those syntaxes. And second category of people, Second, who wants this first category of people, their career won't be in Python. Second category of people who wants to have career in Python itself as a Python developer, right? Who wants to have a career as a Python developer, you need to go one step forward. You need to go one step forward in going with the Django framework. And how this project implementation goes, project architecture and project or everything you'll be learning within this Django framework. It's for developing applications in Python. So you need to go update with this Django and this UI technologies, right? Yes. So these are the two categories.
So that when we learn Python, actually the framework is actually Django, is correct?
Yeah, framework is we have got many frameworks like Django, Flask, Pyramid, Bottle. The important framework or mostly used framework is Django for Python and Python framework, right? Yes.
That's for the UI
And
interface.
when we're using Python with Django, then in the backend, we are using Node.js only.
Yeah. So you can see here by Django has got its own database, right? Django has got
Yeah.
its own like SQLite 3. So okay, SQLite 3, right? So if you want, you can just connect it to any other databases also, right? It has got very flexible features Python is providing. See, we follow MVT architecture here. For Django, we follow like MVT. In Java, we see MVC. Here we follow MVT architecture. View is nothing but database. View is nothing but Python functional based class based with templates means like using HTML, CSS, we create many templates. Database, Python, and HTML. This is your, for example, you're using HTML, a web page you will create. Web page and database in the middle Python, right? So how this interaction goes and how this applications gets created. So Python, if you from that anything for like for example one registration form you have entered the details, if we click submit, Python will take those and store those within the database. Again, if you want to retrieve anything, right, so we'll be writing the business logic, Python business logics for implementing. So many interactive web applications between these three we'll be seeing as part of the course, right? MVT architecture, MVT model view template. So database, Python, and this templates like HTML, how this interaction goes with multiple examples, applications. Yes.
Vijay, these classes are for only weekdays, right? Monday to Friday, not on Saturday and Sunday, right?
Yes, Monday to Friday.
Okay, okay.
Classes will be from Monday to Friday, right? Yeah. Any more queries, right? So tomorrow also you can attend the session to see more on this, right? So tomorrow also same, you can follow the same time 6 o'clock with the same link to see more on this. Right? So if I'm done with your queries, then I will sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time. So what if you got
Hi, Vijay. Yeah, one doubt from me.
yes, yes.
Yeah, how long it will go? I have already heard you saying like if you want to go like for UI technologies, I want to go for Python and UI technologies both. So UI if we attend weekends and Python on weekdays, how long it will go?
Both parallelly, if you go like you can complete within 2.5 months to max 3 months.
Max
So if
3 months.
yes, 2.5 to 3 months, 2.5 I can say. If you go one after the other, it takes 4 months, 2 months for Python, 2 months for that.
So that's per day actually how many hours classes? So 1 hour or 2 hours?
So it will be 1 hour. Yes.
1 hour.
Yes.
Okay. So what the timing actually, because I'm in other country, so my timing is night too. Okay. This
6 a.m. to
what time?
6 a.m. IST. Daily it will be the same timing, right? 6 a.m. IST timing.
Oh, okay.
The same
6 a.m.
timing.
to 7 a.m.
So the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Monday, Saturday, Sundays.
So Monday to Friday as of now, but Monday to Friday only. But later, if you are feeling that if you're running out of days or if you're short days, and sometimes I'll be pre-intimating
No.
you. But
No. You said actually the Python plus actually UI So altogether, actually, this is the weekdays
Yes,
and the other.
yes. There will be
Yeah.
weekend batches for those things, right? Weekend batches for 2.5, 2 hours for those.
Oh, 2 hours oh, okay. Saturday, Sundays. Okay.
Nowadays and this. So weekend batches will be there for UI technologies and Django available, right? Those people who wants to go parallel. So many batches I'll be starting during this course, right? So you can prefer it parallel.
Excuse me, sir. May I know the timings for the weekend batches too?
Weekend batches somewhere like 8:30 in the morning, AM IST timing.
8:30. Okay. 8:30 a.m.
AM IST.
Okay, and it will last for 2 hours.
Yes, 2 hours.
Okay. Thank you.
So weekend basis means you have to start from the scratch. This is no, I didn't get the point actually, because so weekdays we are joined this one.
For example, after 10 days after your course starting, after a new batch is started in weekend, right? You can attend it, I'm saying. Once you got enrolled with Python and this total full stack, right? You can attend any of my course, which are going to start in the coming days.
Oh, okay. This is the access is lifetime access, or?
So this is so okay. You're talking about the videos.
Yeah.
Videos will be for 6 months. You can access it, right? It's not downloadable only. You can view the videos.
6 months period of time. Okay.
Yes.
So this is actually we are using actually the SVS Excel sheet, SVS files, and upload that database and run the query over there. Actually, we got to do that.
So even I'm discussing that about the different file formats, right? Even in that Excel workbook, how to create Excel workbook, how to work with Excel. We have got models for it's working with Excel SX Writer, Excel RD model is there, Excel SX Writer, creating Excel workbook, inserting multiple sheets, creating headers, all this. We have got separate discussion on this, right?
So I have one more other question. Okay, I got that. So this is actually the kind of AWS. If we go for the DevOps side, so this actually we want to run that server for that multiple environment actually, because the 100 of servers. So we want to run the servers, start the servers.
One thing, people from different backgrounds, testing, networking, data science, big data, and the DevOps, right? There, that technical related things won't be discussed here. Only Python will be discussing, and how to use the models, how to work with the models. Later, you will be having the domain knowledge, right? Based on that, you will be exploring that modules. See, people might ask testing or networking or data science. Those technical things, those will be discussing mostly on Python modules used for different domains. How to work with them, how to use them, and how to rename, reload, and how to create our own modules, right? We'll be discussing as part of this, right? But as I said, I'll be discussing some modules related to some of the domains, like some modules related to data analytics. So here some plottings, NumPy model, numerical Python, Pandas model, that is some data science related stuff, data analytics, NumPy, Matplotlib, working examples, there machine learnings. So those at the last I'll be discussing. Those who choose, they can attend in brief. That too in brief, right? And some related to Excels, some related to graphics, some models related to databases, some models related to operating system. So this specific models and how to create our own models I'll be discussing.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So tomorrow also you can attend the session same time using the same link, right? Yes.
Okay.
I'm stopping here. So thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow, same time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.